Pilates 100. Let me show you how you can keep it super simple for beginner, and then there's always ways to make it more challenging once your core gets stronger. So we'll start with doing it on the mat, and then I'll show you how if you go to a reformer studio, they might do it on the reformer. I once had a doctor say, oh yeah, the 100, that's like you're breathing like you're in labor, right? So like Lamaze breathing. Kinda. So let's get into it and I'll show you why you don't need to be scared. There's lots of ways to make it super simple. Okay, so I'm starting laying down on my mat. I'm gonna pull my belly button down to my spine and down to the floor to help keep my core engaged. I can rest my arms along beside me. Now, during this, if I don't have any spinal issues or anything going on with my neck, I could add a head, neck, and chest lift, sort of like a little abdominal crunch. Now, with this, we're not just sort of throwing up. We are reaching our fingertips to the wall on that side of the room. So if you're doing a head, neck, and chest lift, everything is active, reaching, scooping those abdominals. Now, if you're starting out and maybe your legs are too heavy for you to lift, that's fine. You can do your 100s like this. That's fine. Maybe if you have any abdominal work or a lot of people that are pregnant or postpartum, they have that abdominal split from being pregnant. You can always do this and just stick with, try to make sure I don't hit that box, just stick with doing a marching while you're doing this. So that's one way. So you can start both feet on the floor, start alternating, or most of us will start with our feet in tabletop. So we have, remember, belly buttons, gentle tilt of our pelvis, belly buttons pulled in, bringing my feet to tabletop, making sure they're in tabletop. If they come in too close, our abs aren't really working, which if you're new and you don't have a strong core yet, they might do this. They're just naturally gonna wanna come in. Your instructor is gonna push them back out. Okay, so here, optional head, neck, and chest lift, pumping my arms to the count. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. So some people, they'll do short little inhales, or you'll inhale for the full 5 counts, exhale for the full 5 counts. Either way, I usually, especially if you're a beginner, just make sure you're breathing. A lot of people want to hold their breath, which is just not good. So as long as you're breathing, if you're a beginner, your instructor is going to be happy with that. Now, let's say you've mastered tabletop. You can make it more challenging by adjusting the angle. So we have tabletop, 90, 45. Sure, we'll hit the box. So there's ways that you can add weight so your abdominals will really feel that. Even if you're in bed or on the couch right now, just lay back, see how it feels to do this, this, and this. Making sure that spine doesn't lift too much. It's hard to talk with this, with my back going up. So that is how you would do on the mat, just quick and simple. And it's 100 because you're doing the count to 100. So I usually do inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale. So each of these, it's going to 100. So each time I smack my leg goes to 100. For me, the way I count, it's usually about 45 seconds. Your instructor might count really fast or really long and you might hate them. But that's why it's called 100, because we go all the way to 100. So now let's see how this reflects when you go to the reformer. Now we could pretend that this was just the mat and do the same thing here without using the straps. And that's totally fine. Just let your instructor know your limitations when you come to class and they can help you modify. For example, pregnant clients, we don't want them to have both feet, or late trimester clients, we don't want them to have their feet up in the air, just as a precaution for abdominal separating when you're pregnant. So I will usually have them keep their feet on the foot bar and just give them light weights so they can also enjoy in with the class with the arm work. So that's an option, but if we can grab the straps, let's go for it. I have my other video about straps, but our palms are in front of our shoulders, belly buttons pulled down, feet up into tabletop, sweep my arms down. Remember, optional head, neck, and chest lift for most of us. That's available to me, but it might not be for you. So you can keep it down, and we're gonna start pumping our arms here, and we have a little bit more arm work with it. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So again, you would go all the way to 100. That's just a quick and dirty, what is a 100 for a breakdown for a beginner. Have a nice day.